How's it going, Pokemon fans? Shane back with the final game with bees. Then it's off to Trevor with whatever in the world that crazy dude's doing. Who knows? Especially with that guy. Anyway, here's the list. You've seen it before at this point. It's been running alright. Probably a couple tweaks I'd make. Just for mention, I do think one Revitalizer, one Super Rod might be probably a little bit better than two Revitalizer. Other than that, though, I think the list is fine. Also, you can make your own decision whether or not you want to play the Evolutions or not. If you don't, Zebstrika is always an option, but that's all personal preference. That'll leave up to you. I prefer the Evolutions, but, you know, to each their own. So, anyways, guys, there's the list. I'll see y'all in the game. Alright, Dark Psychic Colorless. Probably a Yveltal. Yes, we want to go first. Ugh, that Shaman start though. Gross. Already looking bad. Oh, no. Turbo Dark. Yeah, I guess that's the thing too. Yeah. Anyway. Just Acro Bike first. Versus Seeker. So now we shall Ultra Ball, pitch Ultra Ball Lysander, go get ourselves Shaman. Let's go ahead and put the Float Stone on the active Shaman, play the new Shaman, draw ourselves some cards. His resistance from Psychic, so we don't want to play the Mew. Let's go ahead and play the Unknown, use Farewell Letter. Oh, we're just going to get another Unknown and do the same thing. We're just going to draw another Shaman. So, we'll just attach the DC to the active. We're going to play the Sycamore. Get rid of all these useless Pokemon. Drop the Tauros. Turbo Dark gets a pretty full bench, so we're going to drop the Zorua. Got an Unknown, so we're going to play that. Use Farewell Letter. We're not going to bench the Eevee because she's pretty useless in this matchup. Eevee doesn't have a fighting Evolution, so we're just going to use Sky Return. Nah, we can't attack. Forgot about that. Well, shucks. Screw it, we'll just go to Tauros. Pass turn. Remember, turn 1, can't attack. Yeah. It's been a long day. Spent 14.5 hours at work, and yeah, I'm just tired, so we're gonna make really dumb decisions, I guess, tonight. That's the plan. Win by stupidity. Turbo Dark playing Crushing Hammer? What? Okay, sure. That's weird. Alright, so we got ourselves a Combi. Got another Float Stone to put on Zorua. Seems like a good idea. Special Charge. Put that DCE back. And then we don't need any of these, so we're just going to Sycamore them all the way. Get to ourselves. Not a DCE, at least not yet. Let's Acro Bike. Still not a DCE. I guess we'll just grab the Ultra Ball. At this point, we'll use the Unknown. DCE? Nope, still not a DCE. So, let's Forest. Play Vespiquen. shoot, we don't have a Shaman left. It's no bueno. Let's just Ultra Ball. We don't even have an unknown left. Let's go ahead and grab a Zoroark. Why not? We're gonna have Sycamore next turn anyway. And we'll pass it back. He's gonna burst the Seeker for N. Hopefully he'll put us into a DCE. So playing Ultra Ball, he's probably gonna get himself a Shaman. Yup. Draw himself a bunch of cards. Alright, so at this point, assuming we attack with Vespiquen, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we shall obviously we're gonna discard Shaman. We do it in 150. So doing a good bit, but we're not doing the amount we want to be at quite yet. Because at the very least, we need to be able to one-shot these 2 Darkrai. So we need to get 3 more Pokemon in there. And we just got 1. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's at 160. We just need 2 more. Stacker Bike. We'll put the Combi in the yard just to help fuel us. Oh no, we put it in our hand. RIP! We meant to pick the other way around. Like I said, winning by mistakes. It's such a tough spot. We'll attach here, play the N. And we'll use Rage. The way we can 2-shot this Evital. And the Crushing Hammer. And he hits it. Rip the Dream. Oh, super Rip the Dream. So he's gonna come in, he's gonna deal 20, 40, 60, 80. We'll just feed him the Zoroark. If he hits 1 more energy, he hits 1 more energy. I don't want to risk him hitting 2 more energy and taking 2 prizes, especially because Zoroark's not really...
Alright, so I know what you're all thinking. You're probably wondering, hey, what's this guy doing here? This is supposed to be Shane's video. Yada yada. Well, Shane goofed. He accidentally unplugged the microphone when he was recording. So I figured it would be a little bit more interesting if I was here to give a little bit of commentary. I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on in the matchup. I know he's playing Bees. He's playing against Turbo Dark. I was here when he was recording it, but I wasn't watching. So I'm going to try to give a little bit of commentary. Maybe just give you a little bit of update of what's going on. You know, stuff like that. Just so you're not here listening to nothing while you're watching the remainder of the video. Alright, so as of now, doesn't look like Shane's in a good situation. He's trying to dig for double colorless, and luckily he does get one. He gets a knockout with the Mad Bull GX, and I forgot to turn off all the little tips because I had to reinstall the game recently. So those are going to be popping up for a while for me. I think there's a way to turn them off besides just clicking the do not show again. And there is the enhanced tamer. At least he already has another DCE. So this is the last video with the Vespiquen deck. Next week, as Shane, I think he hasn't mentioned it yet. Actually, no, he probably mentioned it in the beginning of the video. But Trevor will be here next week doing whatever he wants. I do know today I'm recording this Friday morning, you know, the morning that you're going to see it. Had to fix it up before y'all actually get to see it. Guardians Rising is legal on PTCGO, so you can use the new cards. You know, Aqua Patch, Tapu Lele, Field Blower, all those. It's not legal in real life yet. We still got until, I don't know, the 20th or something. I don't know. I don't keep track of that. I just know we can't use them yet, but we can use them online. So we're trying to get some Guardians Rising decks together. I know he's been really excited for Blastoise, Mega Blastoise. So I'm going to try to have that ready for him. You might see it, you might not, but you know, something to look forward to. I can't say for sure what he's going to do, but I know he's been trying to do that. So, alright, and Shane just lost his Blastoise, down to 1 prize. He needs to draw really well. He needs to draw a double colorless right here. And I know there's one left in the deck, and nope, not one. So now his following turn needs to be a Sycamore. And I'm pretty sure there's still one in the deck. So, well, no, at this point a double colorless will be good enough. But unfortunately, I was actually paying attention at this point in the game, because, you know, he sounded like a little, I don't want to say stressed in his commentary, but I could tell like something big was happening. So that's when I started paying attention. He actually does record at my place, so I am here when he does all of his recordings. So I do kind of know what happens a little bit. He's just counting up his Pokemon in the discard right now, seeing how much damage a Vespiquen does. If I actually have no idea. I wasn't counting along, so. Opponent does Super Odd, puts a lot back. But hopefully from here on out, like starting next week, you will see Guardians Rising decks. I'm not going to be, you know, of course they're not always going to be Guardians Rising stuff. You know, some of the good cards from the last set is still going to be legal, or still going to be very good. And here's the escape rope. This is what I was talking about, and I didn't want to say it yet. But at this point, Shane's just about to lose his Vespiquen, so he needs to get Sycamore right here. Doesn't get it. And actually, he still has a couple more turns because the opponent switched into a Pokemon that he can't attack or retreat with, which is, you know, pretty useful. But there's the Olympia. Opponent's gonna come in, knock out the Combi. Let's see, versus Seek for an N. That's, I don't get why people versus Seeker the turn they can't play a supporter. I don't understand that. Like, I get it when you're like against Vileplume, but aside from that, I don't really understand why people do it. Maybe it's just me. But and no DC, so that pretty much locks up the game for the opponent. It seemed like it was a great game. Both players going down to 1 prize, and y'all still get an idea of what the Vespiquen deck can do. And that's really what these games are all about. We don't really care if we win, if we lose. We just want to make sure y'all see good games so that y'all know what the decks do. You know, y'all can see if you're interested in playing them. But I believe that will be the end of the video. So, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like if you did, share with all your friends. Subscribe as always. Sorry, I did that in the wrong order. And as always, stay jolly.